Hey guys, welcome to 5 Minute Book Reviews. My name is George. I'm going to be reviewing Tools of Titans by Tim Ferris. Super amazing book, highly recommend it. I know I always say that, but yeah, uh, I don't know. It's a book. I think that a book is um, a book written by a smart person is condensed thinking. It's concentrated thinking, and it's probably gonna come out good. Yeah, certain people tell you the wrong things, but anyways, this book is about um, Tim Ferris. He had a podcast, and he interviewed. I don't know how many episodes he made, but it was like one of the top podcasts in the world, and he interviewed a bunch of really successful people. And Tim wanted to write a new book, so what he did was he took, I don't know, 100, 300 of the interviews that he did in his podcast, and he wrote like a chapter for each one in this book. So basically, like a condensed version, the best advice from the best leaders in the world, from actors, from Navy SEALs to, man, I don't even know. Anyways, I read this book like 5 years ago, and sorry, I'm trying to catch up on my book reviews. I have to catch up with my book reviews because I believe that it could be very valuable for somebody to be looking for a quick review of a book, and they come across mine and it makes them read it. And yeah, these type of books really help you. One of the things that I still remember from this book was, I think when I read this book, I really got into ice baths. So after I read this book, I read this other book called Becoming Iceman by Wim Hof, and this college student kid. I forgot his name, but sorry, I'm trying to fix the light. And yeah, so Wim Hof was one of the guys in the book, and he talked about, I don't know, he talked about his experience where he lost his wife, and he was depressed, and then he started taking ice baths, and it really fixed his life. It really turned his life around. So it'll give you advice on things to do. I got into fasting because of this book. I just remember specific parts that happened in my life when I was reading this book. It was a big event, in my life. It was, I read it in about 3 weeks or whatever, or maybe 4 weeks, because it's a pretty long book. But I did grab some of the stuff that it told me, and I used them. Another thing that I know that David Blaine was in this book. David Blaine, pretty sure one of the best magicians in the world, and endurance artist. And he talked about Siddhartha, which it was one of David Blaine's favorite book, and that was about fasting. And I know that I also read Siddhartha, and I did a few fasts back then. I did a 3-day fast, which the first time I didn't make it. I did like 2 days and I quit. I did a 3-day fast, and I actually haven't thought about that in a while, but maybe I need to do another one. But yeah, where you just drink water and electrolytes for 5 days. You don't eat anything. So I did that. I think I did that once or twice, maybe once. I know I did the 3-day fast like once or twice. And yeah, I was really going through something. I was going to school. I was a little stressed. I was going through stuff in my life, like personal stuff, and I wanted to, get better. So I was using the tips from this book. It talked a lot about discipline. Jocko Willink is in this book, and he talked about discipline equals freedom. I used that a lot too. And that's about it. Quickly, I want to talk about the 50. I'm pretty sure that the 50% rule, David Blaine talks about it in his book, and I use that to this day almost daily. And it's about where you don't, if you have a big goal, you don't aim for the end, for the entire goal, because it's kind of overwhelming. You aim for 50% of that goal. And then once you get to that 50%, you get to the next 50%, and then you get to the next 50% until before you know it, you're done. So anyways, just fucking tacular book. It was written in such an amazing way. He wrote another one called Tribe of Mentors. I didn't really like it. I started it. There's no way I'm reading that book. Tools of Titans, amazing book. Go check it out. Peace.